Hey, welcome back to my office. And in today's update, I have quite a bit of things to share. First of all, the most exciting thing is we have a schedule for production and then also an updated schedule for delivery. You might have already noticed this big surprise in the hub.wooting.io where you can see your estimated delivery time. There was a big change, and that's because we went through the whole schedule, being on the 11th of July, we're going to finish PVT, or production validation test, or trial production is what you call it. And that is that small batch production before we go into mass production, which is going to finish on the 26th of July. And when mass production finishes, it's all going onto an airplane, flying over to our warehouses, and then shipping from there to you with the carrier you chose. For everybody, that delivery date is going to be slightly different, depends on the country you're in, and it depends on the carrier you chose. Check the hub.wooting.io to see that estimate delivery. I am very sorry if you feel disappointed about the dates. This is kind of the thing that we have, is where we prioritize the product development over the delivery date. But of course, we're always doing our best to meet a good delivery date. So we're working really hard and doing our best to make sure we can get through those final bits and get that delivery happening. As in, for example, next week I'll be going to China, to the factory, together with my team, and we're going to start filming that trial production. And we're going to film some different processes, and we finally have a chance to show you how that production looks like, how certain parts are made. We're going to do our best to film as much as we can, and it's going to be a new experience again because it's been a while since we did this last time. We have a lot of old vlogs you can also see back on our YouTube channel from our production of the Wooting 1 and Wooting 2, which is pretty cool. And then the final part, the raw case. Oh my God, it keeps on developing. It's a whole journey, the whole raw case situation. So the last update when I talked about the raw case, at Computex, we finished our raw exterior, but it did not have the durability we were looking for. Sweat drops, salt bath, it didn't really go through, but it was kind of like, yeah, but it is raw. So we were looking, in the meanwhile, what can we do to increase that durability? And the answer was, let's try UV coating. We were very afraid that it would look too shiny, too polished, or too fake, but in the end, we were able to control how matte the UV coating is and how thick it is applied, which changes the appearance only slightly. But the durability, durability is great because now it has the same durability as our painted versions, so it can get through all the environmental tests, no problem, sweat no problem, acidy drinks, no problem. So you have that same durability, which is great. And look here, the appearance did not change that much. It is slightly more matte looking than before, but otherwise the appearance did not change a lot. So this will be the final raw case. And let me tell you something else. It was a journey because last week we also received another sample, which is this one over here, which was something we fell in love with because this was something that we were looking for when we were looking for raw. But when we're looking at, hey, is it feasible to bring this into mass production? The answer is simply no. It would take way too long to produce these cases in mass production. The process took too long and the process is not perfect yet. So this is something we're not capable of achieving for the 80HE, and it's something that we're going to, in our own time, figure out a little bit more. So maybe in the future we can do something with it. But it was cool. I do have to say there's one thing with the raw case, now that we have the UV coating on it, is that there are certain parts where you're going to see injection flow marks. For some reason, after the UV coating, it changes and highlights slightly injection flow marks on the case. It will be different with every batch of production. We can't control where it will appear. It is not very obvious, but it's still going to be there. And that is just going to be the raw experience. This is how it is. This is the material. This is how it's made. We love it. I hope you love it too, because this is going to be my case. So that's it. Until the next one. Bye-bye.